Alright, so now that we've got everything unboxed, let's see what it comes with. You've got kind of like a crisper tray here, or whatever you would like to call it. I know they call it something special in their manual, but this is your rack that goes inside of the air fry basket. And it's got these like silicone bumpers on it. You leave those on. You don't want metal scratching against metal. These are heat resistant. This rack here is like a reversible rack to give you a second layer for 2-layer cooking. Then they give you like a temperature probe here. You can do meat probe, temperature based cooking. A lot of paperwork, some warnings and such. They've got a big manual here, so it's like English and Spanish here in the manual. They've got a quick start guide here, so just to help you get going. A lot of information in there. Let's see here. And here they've got all the programs. We'll talk about programs in a bit later, but they've got all the programs in here for programming different types of cooks that they have built in. Also, they've got a very nice big cookbook here, so pretty nice recipe book and lots of pictures and recipes. And how many pages does this go? This goes on 77 pages. I mean, the last page is for a couple of notes. Then they've got like some charts, and then I mean the rest is recipes. There's some charts here. Yeah, this is all recipes. It's recipes, pictures, recipes. So lots of recipes here in this book. So they really hook you up pretty nice. And let's check out the power cord. This is a 38-inch length cord, 2-prong polarized cord. Now the wattage for this cooker is pretty interesting because you can adjust it. It's adjustable wattage settings. So you can do 700 watts, you can do 1500 watts, or you can do 1800 watts, your choice. And if you don't know why a cooker would have wattage settings, then you're probably not in such a situation where you have a need. But you who are into like RV living or being on a boat or some situation where you're in a lower wattage need type of setting, you know very well about this, and that might be one of the reasons that you're watching this review. But it's even a good option if you're in a situation where you have a lot of things on the same circuit. You still might want to keep things at a lower wattage setting so you don't blow a circuit. Because if you're going up to 1800 watts, you're going to be at the max. You don't want anything else on the same circuit. When you're running this at 1800 watts, you're going to blow the circuit. So even if you're in a regular residential home or apartment or whatever, and you don't want to blow a circuit because you got other things running on it, you still might want to run at a lower wattage setting. And this cooker has 10 cooking functions, but there's a lot more to this New Wave Brio that I'll have to detail for you later as far as how it can be used in a lot of different ways, even though it is a basket air fryer. And the temperature ranges for this are 50 degrees Fahrenheit up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So that gives you a very broad range to work with for temperatures. And for time ranges, you can cook for up to 99 hours and 59 minutes. It does depend on function. And so I'll flash the various temperature ranges and time settings or time limits that are available on the screen for you to see, because there's just so many. There's a lot of options with this New Wave Brio. The dimensions for the New Wave Brio are 15.1 inches in depth, 16.5 inches in width, and 13.1 inches in height. And they say to leave 3 inches of space all around it. Of course, don't have anything on top of it. It needs to be able to have place for air intake. And it has an 8-quart capacity, of course. And they say that it weighs 16.87 pounds. Now let me show you around the cooker. As you see on top there, you got your intake and your display there. You see the front, side. It's not much on the side. Another side. Around the back here, it's just kind of a flush back with the air that shoots out the back there. And under the bottom here, you see underneath. So that's your look around. Okay, so now I'm giving you a close-up view of the cooker, and you see over the top, we'll go into the display more in a bit, but they even have the programs like the first 20 programs here on top so that they're easier to reference for you. And when we open up inside, and there's no window here, just to be clear, no window. You can put the different rack in there and sit that down in there flush like that. And when we go inside here, we see that there's no metal lining, so it's all plastic in there. And when we look up top, let's see what we see. We see a big heating coil and a big fan. I'm not seeing where the ambient, well, maybe that's the ambient probe over there on the right in the back. But that's your look inside of things. I'm going to go ahead and do a toast test now. And I've got 2 slices of my homemade whole wheat light sourdough bread here. But I've got 1 slice that's buttered, 1 slice that's not buttered. And I'm just going to put them in. I'm not going to turn them over, even though I know I would have to do that if I really want to get even toasting on both sides. I just want to see how it does with things not being moved at all. Things are still pretty warm in there from doing the burn off, but I'm going to close up. The bread and butter are room temperature, and so I'm going to turn things on. I'm going to go up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to give it 6 minutes of cooking time, and we'll see how that does. This bread's very resilient. Store-bought stuff would be done way quicker, but we're going to hit start. I'm going to let that run. Alright, time is up. Hear that quick end with no extra fan action afterwards, so that's pretty cool. Got the bread on out. So you see the unbuttered slice. It's got pretty, I mean, it's a fairly even toasting. And you see you got some good melted butter there on the back. You know, of course, it didn't get much cooking on the back. Alright, so now I'm going to do an air fry test. I got a pretty large frozen salmon fillet cut here. I've got some organic extra virgin olive oil on it, some lemon pepper seasoning, and some organic no salt seasoning. Things are still pretty warm from a prior cook, and so I'm just going to go ahead and put it in and just do a straight up air fry test of this as is and see how it turns out. And I guess I could use the probe to, you know, kind of track things and see how it goes with that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the probe in the jack if I can get it in here. So, okay, we got the probe in. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And I'm going to up temp to 375. And let's see, I'm going to hit the probe. So, hold on, I have to hold it for a sec. Yeah, probe, and now I'm going to bring it down to 145 in cook temperature. And I think I'm going to also do a end of the cook searing, so like do the menu sear. And I'm going to bring that down to 5. So when it gets down to 5 degrees from done, it'll start hitting it with the sear for the last 5 degrees Fahrenheit. And somewhere in there, I'm going to let it run for like 10 minutes. Then I'm going to try and actually stick the meat probe in because it's frozen now, so it won't go in there now. So I'll just let it run for about 10 and then try that trick. And so I'm going to go ahead and hit the start key here. And so I'll give it 10 and then get it in. Alright, things have been going for roughly 10 minutes, so I'm going to hit the pause. Open up, and we see our salmon fillet here. I'm able to get the probe in nice and easy. So, hoping it's in there good. Yep. And close up. Let's see. And I guess the probe, you know, it's a long read probe. It's not a quick read probe. It's a probe that's supposed to be in the food a long time, so it's taken a while to catch up to the actual meat temperature. But I guess eventually it will, and then it'll kick in the sear, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, so it's over. So let me get a plate to get that outlet real quick. I did see that sear start flashing when things got to the 140 mark, so I did hit it with a little bit of sear. But this is our completed air-fried salmon fillet there. I'll get the provolone out. Go ahead and get the salmon fillet out. So let me give you a better look at it. There you go. Air fry some salmon, and you can customize how you want it to cook.